Good morning, I'm Barry Hazlehurst, and you're listening to MediaPlex News Radio. Have you ever wanted to work as a police officer? Well, now may be your chance. Windsor Police are looking to hire 24 additional officers to help patrol the downtown core. Interested parties should contact the Windsor Police Applicant Testing Services Department. The University of Windsor celebrated their first tree lighting ceremony at the CAW Student Center on Wednesday. Rajat Kishal was there to see the lights go on.
Cold temperatures have arrived and exams are around the corner. The University of Windsor warmed things up, lighting the mood for students with presidential tree lighting ceremony. Interim President of University of Windsor, Douglas Neal, lit up the massive 24-foot tree, signaling the beginning of winters. There were arrangements of refreshments, including cookies, tea, muffins, and many more.
The UWSA and I flick the switch on the holiday tree, and this kicks off sort of the home stretch.
The center is completely booked for the rest of the year with events like silent audition, holiday bake, sales, and vendors booth. For MediaPlex News, I'm Rajat Kaushal.
It's that time of year again. Goodfellows are on the streets raising money by selling their holiday newspapers. The Goodfellows charity exists to help those who cannot help themselves. Members have been braving the cold weather and working to help those in need for over 100 years, and they raise funds to provide the community with Christmas meals, shoes, boots, and gifts. Families wanting to receive a Christmas box should register at the Goodfellows office before December 13th. A World Law Conference on Indigenous Rights took place earlier this week at the St. Clair College Center for the Arts. Yasmina Alasfor has more details.
Hundreds of people gathered in a festive atmosphere, most of them wearing traditional costumes represent the indigenous people. The keynote speaker from New Zealand explained the importance of this event for the indigenous people.
I really would love to tell people to come along, to share, to learn and take the experience of gathering ideas, cultures, legal constructs, constitutional frameworks, and putting them all together to find what is the best way we can serve our people.
For MediaPlex News, I'm Yasmina Elasfar.
Transit Windsor is hoping for a 9.7% funding increase in the city's operating budget for next year in order to maintain its level of service. According to the Executive Director, Transit Windsor, Pat Delmore, this is in line with the rising fuel prices. Over and above this funding request, the 2019 budget has allocated costs for service enhancements needed to accommodate increased ridership from St. Clair College. Walk Wheel Windsor is reaching out to the public to improve active transportation in the city. Jim Murphy explains.
Launched earlier this year, Walk Wheel Windsor is an 18-month program dedicated to improving active transportation, which includes biking, walking, and public transit. Executive Director of Operations for the City of Windsor, Dwayne Dawson, explains why it's important to address the city's active transportation needs.
I think there's an overall shift to people becoming a little more friendly for the environment, so some of those options got to include whether it be active transportation or transit systems, so we need to make sure that all the opportunities are accounted for.
You can help improve Windsor's active transportation by taking the Walk Wheel Windsor online survey at walkwheelwindsor.metroquest.ca. For MediaPlex News, I'm Jim Murphy.
Americans celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday, but the Black Friday shopping today isn't just happening across the border. The promise of big bargains has lured Windsor shoppers to the other side of the border on Black Friday for decades. But in an effort to keep sales in Canada, stores in the Windsor-Essex area are offering big deals today and through the weekend. The Black Friday shopping tradition originated in the 1950s. U.S. retailers have regarded the day as the start of the lucrative Christmas shopping season, when their balance books go from red to black. And now for weather. Today we'll see a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 6. Tonight it'll be mainly cloudy with periods of rain beginning after midnight. Temperatures remain steady near +5. Tomorrow we will see periods of rain and a high of 8. Sunday mostly cloudy and back to relatively mild 6 degrees. I'm Barry Hazlehurst. Thanks for tuning in to the MediaPlex News Radio.